I'm talking about this today. It does matter, because a lot of times we've heard, and in some cases this may be true, but we've heard, well, it doesn't matter how you start a thing, but it matters how you finish. But I'm here to tell you, it does matter how you start a thing. How you begin a thing does matter in this particular case, right? As I was saying, I went ahead and, decided that no, this situation or this particular opportunity was not fit for me or whatever. And in doing so, it reveals the character of an individual, right? I want y'all to hear this. In making the decision, it revealed the character to further let me know that, no, this is something that is not for me, right? And I want to talk about this, because even whether it's we're going to our next level, right? We're going into some new things, right? But how you begin that thing does matter, because how you establish a thing normally is how it starts to become for you, right? When I say that, I'm going to use relationships as an example, right? And being that I had that situation or that opportunity, I did not want to establish the opportunity on the wrong understanding or to take me wrong, right? And so it wasn't fit for me. But then as I was getting ready to deal with it not being fit, or at this time, right? Character was revealed. So that further let me know that that's not something that I want to connect myself with or be affiliated with, right? Which is a good thing. But being that I decided to do that, I want you to hear this. Being that I made the decision that, no, I'm not going to settle for this type of connection, because I don't want to develop this type of connection. When I made that decision, I kid you not, multiple opportunities came the same day. The same day. Multiple new opportunities showed up on the table now, right? Making negotiations about timing, setting times, trying to set dates, trying to get all the information settled and squared away. I want somebody to hear that. And reason I'm sharing that is because even in relationships, you have to be careful. A lot of times people say, well, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. It ain't how you begin a thing, but it's how you finish. It matters how you start. Because if you started out of, whether it's desperation, or if you started out of fear, or started out of feeling sorry, right? That one is what gets me. I don't think it's that I be desperate about stuff, but it's like my heart be feeling sorry. It's like pulling on your compassion, right? And I've done a lot of things out of my compassion that left me at the short end of the stick, and then established a mindset concerning me that where, because it don't take nothing for people to start viewing you lower than who you are, or start handling you lower than who you are. And so when you're in a relationship and you're starting a relationship, how you start it, it does matter. You don't want to start it out of being desperate. You don't want to start it out of feeling sorry for somebody, or begin it like that, because what you start establishing, more likely that's how it is. And I'm going to give you an example. Just say if you're a single woman and you start a relationship out of where a man, pretty much you're starting to settle for things, or you're feeling sorry, and you feel like, oh, my time is up, I'm in a hurry, I need to go ahead on and get in a relationship, I need to go ahead and do this, and everything is not settled on how they need to treat you or how they need to handle you. You have to start establishing those things in the beginning, right? That's whether you're going into a business venture, that's whether you're going into ministry, everyday life, whatever it is that you're doing. You have to lay the fundamentals down on how you want somebody to handle you, or how you want them to treat you, and what you're expecting from that, That's just a humane thing. Even the Bible says, you know, that you give respect like you're supposed to. And if you're feeling like a situation or a circumstance or individuals are coming straight in the gate, not handling you at the level that you need to be handled, or, relating to you at the level that you need to be related to, then you have to make sure that you're not bringing an old season into your new season. Because if that, and don't get me wrong now, as people of faith, we experience stuff like that. As people of faith, we experience stuff like that, where you go through the process of where people may mishandle you or ignore you or reject you or, belittle you or treat you some type of way. There is a season where things like that take place, right? But and I'm speaking for where I am, and all of us are in different levels in life, right? In life, in the spiritual and all of that. But what I'm telling you today, these are fundamental things that I believe can go across the board. And so what I'm saying to you is this: how you begin a thing, it does matter. How you enter into that thing, because it's something about the beginning of a thing. Even the Bible says that God, he's excited about the beginning of a thing, which is when I talked about the small thing, how a thing begins. He rejoices, it says, over, the beginning of a thing. When a thing begins, he rejoices. So it makes me think about the mustard seed and how small it is, right? And I was saying celebrate. And so whatever seed that you're planting in the beginning of a thing, it does matter. That determines and establishes how you're going to be treated, how you're going to be handled. You get what I'm saying? And if you allow things to just come in the beginning and just brush off and ignore it, why? Because you're in a hurry, or because you may feel a little desperation, feel like, okay, time, I got to hurry up. Or even if you're doing something out of your compassion, you got to make sure that you're establishing a solid foundation that's not going to, in the end, come back to bite you. Because how you establish a thing, normally that's how people handle you. Listen, and I'm going to use this as an example. Coming into your salvation. In the beginning stages, and even now, I think I'm 20 some years in with my salvation. People still talk about the old things that they remember about you before salvation. So that's why I'm saying it's very important how you begin a thing. So in this season, when you're beginning your relationships, when you're beginning your business ventures, when you're beginning connections and making connections for your business, for your ministry, for your relationships, all that, for your life, then make sure that these things are established, right? That things are established the way you need them to be. Make sure that you're not jumping out, like I mentioned earlier the week, out of desperation. And then even feeling sorry now, even your compassion. Even if you got a business, establish your pricing. And keep at it until those who will welcome your pricing can accept your business, right? If you're starting a ministry, establish the things that you're going to do. Establish your bylaws. Establish the things that how you want things to be, right? In your connections, in these relationships, get those things established. Communicate those things. And if it's somebody that can't handle what you're communicating, of course you're going to look at yourself and you're going to evaluate yourself. But in the same token, deal with your confidence level. Because some stuff is a no-brainer. Some stuff is a no-brainer when it comes to what I'm going to settle for, or how I'm going to be handled, or how I'm going to be treated, and even how I'm going to treat others, right? And even if you don't feel like you're ready, while you're preparing, and let me give this nugget. What makes an awesome person? What makes a powerful ministry? What makes an amazing business? What makes awesome connections is your ability to have integrity. That's something that God looks at that we have not really understood. It is your integrity. A lot of things have not started or have started and stopped and have not gone to the level because of a lack of integrity, meaning a lack of keeping a person's word. You think about it. God put a lot of emphasis on his word. He put his word above everything. He said, heaven and earth shall pass away, but my word shall forever remain, right? My word shall remain. And so we have to begin to take our word serious and see that is some of the stuff that I'm talking about even right now, right? Establishing your words, keeping your word. And if you can't keep your word, right? This is an integrity check. If you can't keep your word, then make sure that you go out the way to find out whether you need to apologize for not keeping your word or whether you need to reschedule some stuff, better manage some stuff, clear your plate. Maybe you got too much on your plate that you're not remembering. Put some stuff in your phone to cause you to remember all of that. And I'm saying all of this goes together, y'all, with what I'm talking about how you enter into it. It does matter. It does matter. It does matter. Don't be ghosting people. No, don't be afraid. A lot of times people ghost people because they have an attitude or didn't like something. Listen, that's why we got to communicate a thing. Communicate a thing. Get used to communicating how you are and how you want to be treated and how you want to treat others, right? Get used to doing that. Get used to doing that so you can lay some foundations and have some beautiful relationships, some mutually respectful relationships, some mutually respectful business partnerships, some mutually respectful ministry connections, all of that. Because what I'm telling you, and I'm saying this from a place now where God had me to walk out my integrity for many years. And I've dealt with some very unintegral people. Very unintegral. I'm talking about in ministry and all that, business, all that. Just in life. Very unintegral. So make sure that in this season that you check your integrity level and aspire to be even more integral, even more honest, even more about keeping your word, even more genuine, right? Even more genuine. And listen, the people that you're to connect with for your business, for ministry, for life or whatever, once you get to that place where you build up your integrity level and you make sure that you start to communicate well and establish yourself, then you'll start building the right connections. The right people will start finding you in every area. In every area. Whether you need connections for somebody to take you to your next level, all of those things will start coming into place for you, right? And so I just wanted to share that today, right? And hopefully y'all share this with somebody. Go ahead and get my free gift. That's a good start. Go ahead and get my free gift. There are some powerful principles, 21 of them, that will help you to start shaping your mindset, because I really believe that 2024 is going to be a powerful year for those of us that are maturing in these areas, that are not afraid to elevate ourselves, to elevate our soul, to deal with our ways, right? Deal with any issues so we can move forward. I believe that elevation and that next level is right there at the brink for all of us, but we have to step into it. And it may be some tweaks that we have to make to do it. But hey, those who are brave, they doing it. We out here doing it, making whatever adjustments we need to make so we'll go over that threshold into the next level and start adjusting to that level. That's the thing. Trying to learn how to adjust to the new level and what it is expecting of you. Listen, I'm Natasha Oquendo. Listen, go ahead and download the free gift. And if you're interested in the Success Lab, hit me in the inbox on my page about the Success Lab. The dates for that will be coming soon. And also look out for the podcast. It will be starting February the 6th. You don't want to miss it. Download that podcast. Put it in your rotation. It's going to come out the first and third Tuesday of every month, right? I'm excited to do life together. I'm excited to do it with you. Be blessed and have a good rest of your day while I finish running around. Love you. Till next time.